Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Death Stranding 2. So, I created about 3 intro clips for this specific part because there are a lot of clips that I want to show, especially at the very beginning. So, for the first maybe 10 or so minutes, I don't know if it's more than that, you're going to see a bunch of clips that I did while I was doing side quests. For the past 10 hours, I've been doing only side quests, but occasionally some important things popped up, and I want to show them at the beginning of this video. So you might hear me mention this later on in the video. That's if I don't cut it out. You may hear me say welcome back, or you may hear me say I did side quests. But uh, yeah, I just wanted to explain that in case you don't really understand why there are different clips mixed together at the beginning of this video. So we're going to show that, then we'll continue with the main quest. I hope you enjoy. So let's continue.
I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Okay, yeah, so once again, welcome back. We are heading to. I have no idea where we're heading. Let's go to the surface, I guess. We met Higgs, and he ran away. Like, he got his arm got cut off, his legs as well.
Sam,
Yup.
Oh no, another one. This is going to be a tough one.
one last question for you. This one's hard. Do you think you can solve it?
Alright, let's see. What? Assuming you depart from F1. Well, where's F1? Select the fastest route to deliver cargo to all facilities depicted in a single run. Now what's funny is I almost got my calculator out for this one because it actually shows the time there, but I see that F1 is the bottom left, right? So going to B directly will take the shortest time because there's no BTs there, 8 minutes 30 seconds. Then A, then C, right? A to C, and then C to D. That's all facilities. So that would be the fastest route, I believe. The thing is, how am I supposed to click? Like, will it let me click on more than one answer? Because I assume I'm supposed to click like B, A, C, D, right? So I guess B first, if that's how it works, because I have no idea. Okay, yeah, it does. A, then C, right? Because there's no BTs in when you take this path. There's no BTs or terrain that stops you. Yeah, alright.
Yay! Congratulations!
Super cool.
Woo!
I don't exactly know what the significance for this is. I don't know what she's trying to teach tomorrow.
Hey, Sam. I have a nightmare question for you. Give it a go.
What the hell? Okay, I'm not sure of the point of that.
You were tossing and turning yet again, Sam. Still having nightmares, I presume. You can try holding me while you sleep if you like. Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference. On a dark night in May 1816, 3 men and 2 women found themselves confined to a villa on the shore of Lake Geneva. A catastrophic volcanic eruption had wrought havoc on the global climate, and a relentless rain hammered down outside. With little else to do, the occupants of the villa decided to compose ghost stories. And it was on this fateful night that a woman named Mary penned what would become Frankenstein. Mary, who was only 18 years of age, had already lived a tumultuous life. She was engaged in an affair with the poet Percy Bysshe Shelley at the time, whom she would later go on to marry. A dramatic retelling of these events was committed to film prior to the Death Stranding. Titled Mary Shelley, it stars Elle Fanning in the lead role. Now, where have I heard that name before?
I find that's actually that's actually funny. Elle Fanning. Also, between this clip you just seen and the last video, sorry, between this clip and the intro, well, in between has been like 10 hours. I've just been doing side stuff, and it almost feels like the side stuff is infinite. I thought I was completing areas, but then new stuff kept popping up. I'd finish it. I thought I finished all the orders that I had available in this region. And then I went to Mexico, did a bunch of stuff, came back, and then all of a sudden, I had new quests here, and I was like, you know what? If they're going to keep like popping up, if new quests are going to keep popping up, and it's like infinite, I understand. It's just that I thought that you could like complete and 100% again. Maybe it's possible. Maybe new orders just come after a certain amount of time. I have no idea, but yeah, I've just been doing side quests entirely. So now we are going to continue with the main story. Yeah, I don't know whether I should just leave out the interesting stuff that I discovered or if I should like leave it in the video. But in case I don't and this is the intro, then welcome back to some more Death Stranding. But if it is not the intro, then this will probably be a few minutes into the video. But anyway, we're going to continue and take on the main order
Do you
now.
remember the coffin Higgs used to make his escape from the weapons factory? Well, it seems we've identified a similar-looking object. The mechanic, whose shelter you're slated to link up next, reached out to us. He's asked us to go and retrieve this object on his behalf. I'll give you a more detailed briefing as you review the request. Accept the main order on this delivery terminal to proceed.
Yeah, we'll take the main order. The standard, I've been trying to do all standard
Hello,
orders,
Sam.
but they
Charlie
just
here.
kept coming.
This next order requires you to retrieve a piece of cargo. Said cargo is located somewhere within this armed survivalist's base, and is a distressingly familiar coffin-shaped object. Additional devices of unknown purpose appear to have been delivered to the base as well. While much remains unclear, securing the coffin for study may provide us with intel on Higgs and his movements. The mechanic is eager to conduct an analysis, and we have every intention of cooperating with him. That's all the additional information I have for now. There may be more surprises in store for us during this operation. So take all due care in plotting your route and finalizing your equipment loadout. We're counting on you, Sam.
Alright, we take the coffin, then we take it to the mechanic over there. Also, one more thing. While I was doing the free roam, let me just show you guys real quick. I started building a road. The problem is that it took also the course of many hours. I started building this road all the way through enemy territories, and then it stopped here. I think it continues and ends here, but at the same time, this also looks like something I can build. I need only 800 ceramics for this, but I think the road will need to continue here, and that I think that's how the road goes through the desert. So yeah, I did that, and I did a bunch of other stuff, like so many things. You see, even the memory points I have 400, but I'm not going to
Order
use them right
accepted.
now.
Thank you.
I'll look at that later. Right, it does kind of look like we're already here. So this is the same facility in which I collected the, was
Look
it a
there, Sam.
pod?
It's the coffin. Be careful. Higgs may still be inside that thing.
Or is it the one Higgs was in? That's the question. Yeah, I got new tools. You guys may see me use something that you didn't know I had. But yeah, that's because I just got a bunch of new tools while I was exploring. And I've equipped some of them I did not. So yeah, these enemies really just spot you from literally anywhere. Hold on. Yeah, these guys have all noticed something. It's like they see anything from like a mile. They have such good vision. It's crazy. I'm going to assume this is how this is how stealth in Metal Gear Solid 5 feels because the games do look like they play the same. I don't want to go into combat because like sometimes enemies get too many and these enemies are actually smarter than I thought they would be. Yeah, someone already sees me. Like these guys are also located everywhere. It's crazy. I'm wearing sneaking boots too, by the way, which is some new equipment I got. I think it's supposed to make enemies supposed to make me harder to detect for the enemies. Yeah, stealth is not easy. There's also so many types of grenades that I can craft, by the way.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Yeah, okay, so I can't carry the coffin. Yeah, they've seen me. Okay, made it here, but my battery is almost done. For the car, that is. Yeah.
I'm glad you could make it. Did you really manage to retrieve the device? I'll need to assess its condition. Very impressive. This looks perfect. Just how many jobs have you handled for me? You're entirely too... Been waiting a long time for you to get here, friend. I understand you have a Cupid. Then go ahead and connect me to the network.
Oh wait, I've just realized that's Woodkid. Cause I know that all these guys you deliver stuff to are celebrities, but I hadn't noticed until now. Okay, wait, his face was blurry, so I guess that's why. But this is Woodkid, the guy who composed the music for the game. That's really cool. I didn't know he was in it, but at the same time, kind of expected. Coffin board, ship transportation device that can smoothly. Wait, what? All right, let's see.
Fascinating, this ocean of information. It's so much more than I imagined. Enough for me to make great strides in multiple avenues of research. I hesitate to call it a reward, but I would like to present you with this. It's a classic collectible, sure to help you make lasting memories.
Hmm. Oh wait, is this how I unlock photo mode finally? Because I've been wondering how that's done. Now available in your private room, okay.
I finished my examination of that coffin, and now I can share with you the coffin board schematic. It's essentially a coffin that's been equipped with an electric propulsion unit. Who made it and for what purpose is anyone's guess. I just happened to stumble across the associated data while I was studying the one you recovered. I'm also curious how such a bizarre device came into the possession of the armed survivalists. Even though the weapons factory has been destroyed, this and other dangerous tech has been popping up everywhere. We need to use all methods at our disposal to protect ourselves. Again, it's a coffin that's been outfitted with an unusual propulsion unit. It draws up tar from beneath the ground to create a layer upon which it can glide. It's not without its limitations, though. I seriously doubt it will and it's clearly the product of a deranged mind. Regardless, it's not impossible. It might come. Test it in the field and see for yourself what you think. Thanks again for all your help, friend. Oh, and by the way, the data scientist just posted a sub-order for you in the system. Sounds like she's got her hands on something intriguing. You should at least take a look at the request. But I won't keep you. We both have work to do.
Sam, the coffin you recovered for us is being examined by the mechanic as we speak. APAS's own analysis has concluded that while there is no evidence that Higgs was ever inside it, the technology it utilizes is undeniably related to that of the Ghost Mechs. Meaning it's possible that Higgs is still fabricating all new kinds of weapons. Now, as for the coffin board that the mechanic was kind enough to share with you, it's much more than just a mode of transport. If you're within network coverage, you can hide inside one and retreat into the tar currents. This provides an opportunity to catch your breath, or to attack the enemy with a stun bomb. The board you brought back had the very same functionality, so we're very lucky you stole it from the survivalists before they could learn how to use it. It would be terrible indeed if we had to contend with enemies attacking from the tar beneath our feet. I must commend you on a job well done. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks for doing your part, Sam. I know that wasn't an easy job. The time has come to finally connect East Fortnite to the chiral network. That said, it will take a while longer for the necessary cargo to be ready for transport. So let's use this time for everyone to get some rest. Between decontaminating the ship and searching for the weapons factory, it's fair to say everyone's been feeling the strain. You and Dolman have had to complete several difficult orders recently, too. Wrap up any pressing and finished business, then return to the Magellan so you can take a break. We have a long road ahead of us, and we need to manage our health to make it to the end. On another subject, would you mind if I borrowed that instant camera the mechanic gave you? I bet Rainey and Tamara would love to try it out. Apparently, they're pretty rare these days. It'll be a fun experience for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen this photo mode before. So it makes sense. Yeah, and another thing, by the way, I always forget to mention this, but there are some things that I notice when either when I'm watching the videos, sorry, when I'm playing the game like right now, or it happens when I'm editing the videos. Now, for the case of the last part, Higgs, when he was fighting the Red Samurai, you know how it has that Odra deck face, the one that's like this baby thing, right? Obviously, I noticed that. I think everyone did. But then, one weird thing that I didn't notice until I was editing the videos was baby noises. It was making baby noises, which is so weird. So I'm like, is that something that maybe Lou is using to like uh, I don't know because I had baby noises, so I'm assuming it has something to do with Lou, right? So is like Lou controlling that thing, or is Lou somehow inside that thing? It didn't. We don't. I don't know if Lou actually really kicked the bucket, but it would be really interesting to see like what the twist is there. Cause I had baby noises when I was editing, and I was like, "Yo, it's making those sounds." It was so weird. Oh, this song again. Oh my goodness. Like half of my videos have the word copyright on them. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Because I'm free, nothing's worrying me.
Wonder what that was.
Sam, it's Hartman. Do you have a moment? I've been wondering, is there a child on board with us? I asked because there were building blocks in my room, and I certainly don't recall putting them there. Unless you know something about them?
Maybe they belong to Tomorrow? She's taken an interest in all kinds of things.
Yes, that could well explain it. Right. Sorry for bothering you.
Did you manage to get some rest, Sam? I hope so. Your next order is ready for you. This time you've been asked to deliver some cargo to East Fort Knott. But you need to travel to West Fort Knott to pick it up. And that's quite far from your final destination. The DHV Magellan can take you straight there at least. Plot a course for us and we'll get underway. Drawbridge is on standby for now. But once you accept this order, you can be assured that we'll provide you with whatever support you need. See to your equipment, then head to the West Fort Knott delivery terminal to get started.
Hey Sam,
Alright.
Tarman here. We used this recent downtime to modify the DHV Magellan so you can change its exterior color at will. If you access your ring terminal while in your private room, you'll see a new customization function is now available. So if you'd like to change things up before tackling your next order, you're more than welcome to do so.
Okay, that's cool. I was about to mention that it could be tomorrow. Who had those things? But now that the doll mentioned it, I'm sure it's not. It's not tomorrow that put those toys there or building blocks, something like that. Because tomorrow is the one who's like kind of like a child, right? So she's obviously taken interest in such things. But now I have a feeling it's probably something else or someone else.
Oh boy. I really miss the taste of food. When I saw that coffin, I was reminded of a rather unorthodox type of psychotherapy. The patient lies down inside the coffin, which is then closed, plunging them into darkness. In being subjected to this simulated experience of being laid to rest, they may find a measure of peace and comfort. If you spot a coffin that seems suitable for this, why not climb inside and see what happens?
Yeah, we need to head to West Fort North first, right?
Yeah, and go. Cheese. Woo. Are we all in this? Hey, Sam.
Hi. What are you guys doing?
Nothing important.
Can you take a picture of us?
Sure.
If we want to do it right, we could choose somewhere else.
All right.
Why don't you choose?
Oh, this is how it starts. All right. Corridor that connects the DHB Magellan. I guess we'll do corridor. All right. So I wait until like they have a certain pose and then I take a picture, right? Retake? Okay. Ah, that was too. Tomorrow was moving her hand. Let me retake that. I'll look for a different pose, it's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's take that one.
That's a nice photo.
Thanks. They'll make for a great memento.
I love it.
You take care, Sam.
All right, later.
So I'm wondering, is that a one-time thing or it's like you can continue doing it? Because I've seen it like advertised and in the different locations. It was really cool.
Sam, it's Tarman. This order calls for the delivery of some specialized medical equipment. West Fort Knott is the only place nearby with the facilities capable of fabricating it. Unfortunately, the DHV Magellan can't assist with transport. The risk of tar contamination is too great, which means you'll need to take it the overland route. It's a lot to lug all the way to East Fort Knott, but there we are. Hook them up to the network once you're there, and we'll move the ship to your position.
Now you see, this is the thing. I want to try and use the snowboard or whatever you call it. The coffin board, not snowboard. What's wrong with me? That does seem like a lot. Okay. Speed boost, drift, jump, accelerate. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Shift balance. Oh, okay. This is so cool. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to try and take this all the way there because I've parked my vehicle. So this is the first time I've used a different method of traveling, I believe, in a long time. Like ever since I got the off-roader, I haven't separated myself from it simply because I feel like it's always faster and probably better to do it that way. Plus, you can carry so many things. Anyway, I'll see you guys when I get there. So. Okay, I made it here. I honestly love the coffin, except let me just show you guys. Yeah, this is outside the Cairo network. So I was riding it across this, along this side through the entire map. Then when I got here, I crossed, which I think I shouldn't have done because now Timefall has totally ruin this cargo. Also, I fell multiple times. Like, I fell a lot of times. The damage on this cargo is probably like 90%, I promise you. So let's see what it's like here. And but yeah, that thing is really cool. The coffin. It's really fast as well. I want to use it as much as possible. 7%. I don't see how that's possible. The number of times I damaged this thing, you guys wouldn't believe.
I
Plus the
appreciate you
time
coming
fall.
all this way. You're a lifesaver. I'm not just saying that either. I mean it. Seriously. We owe you. Right. Let's get this cargo processed ASAP. That's more or less alright. Damage within acceptable parameters and all that.
Some the man in the dark about everything. Oh, so that's episode 7 now.
We're
That's
so
finished.
grateful for your support. Put us online with your Cupid. We're ready.
I was reading the name of the trophy, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Looks like we've finally become part of the chiral network. Between this and the life support systems you brought us, we can begin giving proper treatment to all the folks suffering from chiral contamination. Oh, I got a little present I'd like to give you as a thanks. Take it with my compliments. Those beauties are pretty hard to come by these days. And I just know they'll look great on you. Oh, in addition to that, I've shared the data for a Boca skeleton. It's a piece of equipment specially tailored to porter work, allowing you to carry lots of cargo without difficulty. Ideal for keeping your balance while making your deliveries. Steep slopes and rivers are no match for this baby. It's bound to make your next runs much easier, and it'll help you expand the network too. You know, before you came along, we lost a lot of people to chiralium exposure. For a while there, it felt like we were counting the days until the inevitable void out. But it seems like we'll be able to avoid that terrible fate after all. We won't fall victim to the same tragedy that befell North Fort Knott. Our facility here at F4 isn't just a network connection point. It's also a key distribution hub for the eastern part of the continent. Without it, lots of folks would lose access to deliveries, and you'd have no chance of extending the network any further. And without a fully linked up continent, we'll never get to see a new plate game manifest. No need to worry though. You've guaranteed we'll be around for a good while yet. Rest assured that we will keep working to improve our skeleton tech. We'll be continuing our research into road development as well. All to bring this continent into the fold. We've got a lot riding on you drawbridge folks. I hope you won't let us down.
Hello, Sam. It's me. More than 50% of the Australian continent is now connected to the chiral network. And it was you who made this possible. On behalf of the company, allow me to extend my sincerest thanks. It's likely that the difficulties we face will only continue to increase as we press on. But you and your comrades will rise to the challenge. Of this I have no doubt whatsoever. The probability of creating a new plate gate rises with each expansion. Do what you must to make it happen.
Sam, it's happened again. A disruption in the tar currents. We won't be able to head your way just yet.
Sam,
Really?
this could be the result of that Nirvana phenomenon, right? We won't know unless we take a look outside.
This is the second mission in a row, at least story-wise, which doesn't let you use the Magellan. What's that? Okay, this is just in case I actually end the video here. So, if I do end the video here, then thank you so much for watching, because the next bit of I guess stuff we're going to do, it might be something big, could be a boss fight, you never know. But yeah, just in case, I'm making this outro in case I end the video here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. But if that's not the case, then you guys this this outro will be useless, I guess.